Hi, welcome back. Yeah, we are here again. Now, studio version. I can get used. The camera is flipped, so I can show my surroundings. So, how are you doing? Yeah, it's been a while. Not really. We talked, I think, 2 weeks ago. It was sunny 2 minutes ago, but then as soon as I press start, it's a little bit cloudy now. But the computer looks like adjusting. It's magical. So how are you doing? Yeah, dear imaginary friends, it's been a while that we don't talk about studio, or it's inside the studio. So we are back here, and if you are still on quarantine, let me tell you, I'm from the future. This is the future. The future is you can go out now, and people are out, but then now we use all the alcohol and stuff and distance. It's like now you can get out of home, but then you walk in the street and then you have to be a little bit rude to people. And people understand, like, no, we can go, and someone is coming our direction and just say, no. And people understand, it's like magical. You don't need to be so friendly. But it's been great, It's now, today's Saturday, June. This is a calendar that I don't use, by the way. 6 June. You're probably going to see this video tomorrow, so it's going to be Sunday for my patrons. And for other people, next week, Sunday. So if you're seeing this from YouTube, it's going to be on Wednesday, June. So anyway, what matters is today is Saturday. And I'm still not used to this talking. Yeah, no. But I can tell you some things. So the last video was before I come back to studio, was like we're getting ready for this. And now it has been 2 weeks that I'm back to this beautiful, colorful place. Can get enough. So what happened? First of all, it's exhausting. I spent almost 3 months from just staying at home, working from home, which means walking from the bed to the kitchen, to the studio, to table studio, to the bedroom, and 10 steps per day, and then come back to commuting bike and come here, and then talking to people is happening. You that's in the past still, people is gonna happen. It's gonna be exhausting. So good though, but very exhausting. And then so that happened. So I have to tell you that the first week was very unproductive. Unproductive. My English just disappears when I have to talk to camera. It's like someone is watching. It's like a cat when you're gonna take a picture and then just don't know what to do. So be patient with me. So just commuting was exhausting in a way, and talking to people, catching up, and still trying to not touch people, not get too close, and this and that. And then we had also the first week was also my birthday, so it was really nice to see people again on my birthday. It's a selfish moment, thinking about how I was worried about there is no one to see on my birthday, that I would bake a cake and eat alone in front of the computer watching some Gilmore Girls or something. I feel like I'm shaking the table, sorry. So it was great. So there was people at the studio. I brought the cake here. It was a beautiful day. I spent the day outside. It was amazing. And yeah. So, between baking cake, coming back to the studio, and getting used to the new routine, which was the old routine, and the new normal, which is we have alcohol everywhere, hand sanitizer, and keeping the distance from people. And so this is going to be your life in the future. So hang in there. It's great. It's good. Looks nice. It's a little bit sad sometimes. See some shops and commerce and cafes that closed during this time. I just feel like they could have hanging there a little bit more, and then it would be okay. But I also know that there is no way to know. I made a list of things that I should talk. So that happened. Corona happened. This is the update. It's the new normal. I'm going outside. I can take my bike. And I forgot the keys one day here at the studio because I was not used to the whole routine of being in the studio. So I got stuck without bike and for a while. For some 2 days. And then there was another week. And then I tried to do my best to work on getting some routine and organization and keep my Patron on track and keeping some projects that I was working on. But be honest, it's been okay. Very slow. Very slow. I'm just glad that I don't have, it's a wrong thing to be glad, but I'm slightly glad that I don't have big clients right now, projects, because I would be going nuts with everything. But at the same time, I feel like I need a push for that. But it's not like I don't have a big list of to-do lists to do. And if you're my patron, you've been following my to-do list, and it's gonna be every time I put like a lot of things going on, and I feel like I don't get all of that done. It's a little frustrating. And yeah, I finished my web shop. It's there. So now the next step and the scary step. Wait, pause. I finished my web shop. It's there. It's to the world. There's the stickers. It's available. I can post. I can sell. I can add more stuff. Hooray! Still a little dance. Yeah, I have to say that I didn't have time to celebrate that because my plan was like I would make a small premiere for my patrons. And then tell how I've won. And then everything is happening this week. And in case you have been very avoiding everything, I understand you. But the whole week was big time with the Black Lives Matter and the whole US situation, and I don't know what to say more. But so I actually took the pause off since Tuesday. Monday was holiday, by the way, so I didn't work that much. And then Tuesday I was up to do all the cool things and talk about my shop, and then I got run over, let's say this way, with the whole Black Lives Matters and the whole discussion about racism and what's going on. And most of the time, I'll be honest with you, because this is what I wanted about this. Most of the time, I avoid everything. I'm the kind of person that either is very engaged with everything and you're gonna fight into the end with that cause, or I try to limit my reality to the minimum, so I can go somewhere like deep jump into the fantasy and the fairy tales world and imaginary world, so I can actually bring a little bit of this imaginary world and share with people. So to make cute things and share cute things, I guess my secret is I escape from reality, so then I can come back with some no-reality stuff for people to be able to pause a little bit and escape from reality too. I never thought too much about that until very recently, when I started looking into some Instagram marketing techniques and why you do what you do, why you're an artist, what do you wanna communicate, what do you wanna this, and my mind was like, I don't know what I want to communicate. I want to just make people smile for 3 seconds when they see something, and they can keep that something, or remind them something cute inside, like this fuzzy feeling when you see something. Oh, it's like, everything is falling apart, but you have these 3 seconds that you can look at something and just feel like, oh, just remind me something, or look at this bear. It's like, I always like this kind of art that's like seeing a baby or a puppy on the street, and you say, oh, look at this. And then you forget for a minute the whole weight inside of head for that. And it makes sense. No, I'm not on drugs, and we are not drinking today. Anyway, so the whole demonstrations and the whole subject, also in my imaginary world, there is no difference for anyone. There is no problems, right? I don't see problems between the bunnies and the bears. They're friends since forever. And then, well, this week, I think I made a conscious decision that was to... I didn't feel like escape too much from what was going on. And if you follow my work or you know a little bit of what I do, it's very cute, and butterflies and plants and bunnies. And I'm not an activist. I don't draw people. I don't have a cause. I don't find it. I don't have a specific voice to scream. And definitely, I'm not a Black person, so maybe from inside. But it's not the same, I know. It was very silly to mention that. I wish I knew how to edit videos so I could skip some things silly that I might say. So just erase in your mind. So, yeah. But I decided to engage and read about it. And it was quite painful and exhausting. Because it's a lot of energy and a lot of love, and I feel everything that I read it. So if I read anything that's going on with someone or how to do it, and it's like, I can feel it. I can feel it, how injustice it is. And I know it's not only there. I live in Copenhagen, so I don't know. I mean, it's different. But I am from Brazil, on a land of people say that there is no racism at all, and then I know it's a lie. In many ways, in so many ways. But I also don't want to talk about this. So it's about feelings. So I felt a lot. And all my plan of sharing my shop and try to share the cuteness and make people feel better about something, it just felt wrong, because I had the feeling that people actually should feel all the bad things. Not bad things, but had all the deep feelings. You know, when someone say that sometimes you need to cry to feel better, I think sometimes we also need to be slapped or look at the reality and feel it, because it is a problem. Even if it's not for me, like I'm not this person. Maybe I am one to blame for not being racist but not standing up. I'm that one. But sometimes in my small little world, I sometimes forget how difficult it is for some people. Especially if you don't have someone very close by, a close friend that's there all the time, and you can see some injustice going on. So I took my time to actually listen and observe and everything that happened there. I'm still not going to become an activist artist overnight. There's no such a thing. And I also didn't feel like drawing anything that was related, because it's not I didn't know what to do. Everything that I do is so cute and so light-hearted that I feel like nothing would be heavy enough to contribute to people feel the heaviness. So it was a heavy week. That was a heavy week, and then I did that with my Instagram. I told her that I've been posting every day for the past almost 100 days, because I want to give myself 100 days active in some social media, and for many reasons, for business, for myself to speak up and share more about me. And anyway, this week was a little bit slow, and I allowed myself to be slow and not posting to give this time. In case you were wondering, of course, I'm on the side of the Black Lives Matter, and I hope very soon we can just skip this. White blonde people are way better than the rest of us. It's just... Anyway, I hope you are watching this and you're agreeing with me, because, you know, that's my hope. That most people actually don't understand what's going on, like me, or wish this was not happening. I think that's our feeling, and I hope change this for a long time. We had keep 3 more minutes of this subject. I have a conversation about that, of how not only about this, but everything related to racism. And yes, I've been talking to people. And this, I think it's more than time every generation should question the common sense, what we're doing, why everybody's doing this way, why everybody's is saying this and doing this. Doesn't make sense this anymore, or something. I don't know if you get it, but it's the common sense. I think we should question the common sense every now and then. It's like spring cleaning. You should do spring cleaning of your common sense. Like, oh, but I always did this. Yeah, but why you should do this now doesn't make sense at all. It applies for everything, from racism, for sustainability, from everything. I think it's very healthy if we all question every now and then what we're doing, and you know, change it for something, adapt, and move along with our lives in a better way. Yeah, that's my... I'm not used to this. I don't talk about my opinions, heavy opinions, at least, unless, you know, it's my place. I can talk for hours about how cute bunnies are. Oh yeah. Speaking of that, now you're all breathing. On 2 days before my birthday, I finally touched a bunny. It's true. It sounds silly, but I actually went to a place, and then you could touch real bunnies. I know I love drawing bunnies because I like the ears. It's like this hair that you can put up, and then you have moods. I think it's the perfect animal for doing, you know, silly stuff with the ears, and I love it so much. But never in my life I touched a bunny, like a real bunny. I never saw a bunny. I never had a bunny. I don't have a bunny. I had cats, I had dogs, I had birds, but I never had a bunny. So as a birthday gift, I could go to a place that you could actually cut a bunny. Like they have, it's like a little farm. You could pet a sheep or pig or chicken, ducks. I don't remember what else. Anyway, you could pet them all, and there was bunnies. And I spent 40 minutes petting a bunny. It's so soft. It's so cute. Oh, and the ears is so cute. I can't wait to go there again. Yeah, I want to go there again. So see, good news. Bunnies are cute. If you have a chance to pet one, and it's so good. So cute. They are a little bit like cats, but a little bit more cute. Yeah, so that happened. And now we're talking for 20 minutes now. So, what else we should talk about? I could show you the stickers from my shop, because now they have a place. I can show you. If you're my Patreon, you're gonna get the stickers at home anyway. One stickers or 3, depending on your... It's like, look at this bee. Look at this beautiful robot. They are all from my ABC calendar, and I'm trying. I will try. I will do a new collection this month, and then so next month is gonna be a brand new stickers things going on. My favorite is the acorn. Oh, look at this. And there is a house. There is a dinosaur. There is a panda, and the elephant, and this swan from I made a long time ago, a big version with Copenhagen, because Copenhagen has beautiful swans everywhere, and yeah, rains a lot. I like this so much. I think this is like my favorite thing. But I did a version that was not so Copenhagen. Some people can have one that is not so touristic. Jesus, my nails are horrible. Ignore that. And also there is a fish. Fish is gone already for one Patron, so you have to look for. So my shop has stickers. I'm looking for a place to do prints of the poster. And this is a very delicate subject. Not as delicate as I talk about, I don't know, 20 minutes about how racism and stuff. But it's a delicate subject because I always, I don't know, I overthink too much about my prints. That's the reason I don't have a shop. I didn't have a shop so far. So they are like, I wanted some quality stuff thing. Am I going to drop everything? Yeah, that's okay. So I wanted it to look better than this. This looks small-ish. I don't know. I want a bigger version. So I'm looking for this is just a regular paper, like print paper. Okay, this. Sorry about that. So I'm looking for a place, and I found one, but doesn't look like so good. And then I found another. So my goal this week is finally find a place that I can like to make a print, because it's just silly that I don't do prints, because I'm just afraid of how it's gonna look. It's a funny thing when you like so much something and you want it so badly that you get so many excuses on how not to do it. It's basically kind of self-sabotage, right? But then it's like you overthink. Maybe not you, me. I'm overthinking all the time. So I'm overthinking about, it needs to be a perfect print and it needs to be nice quality, because if it doesn't look nice, it's like I ruined everything and I'm a horrible artist and nobody's going to talk to me anymore, and everything's going to hell and all the buns are going to die. Things escalate this fast in my mind. So then I keep procrastinating, because if I don't find a place, then it's not going to look bad. Then I'm not a horrible person. Then nobody's going to hate me. Then nobody's not going to die. Doesn't make sense, I know, but it makes sense sometimes. So this is the goal for this week, this month. Find this place, so I hope I can show you. Oh my God, it's awesome. It's going to be looking great. So for now, there is the stickers, which is also super scary, but I made it and I love it. And now I want to make like 100 millions of stickers. Millions. Also, my computer is dying. Not this one that we are talking. This one. The other one, my MacBook. The battery is not great. I had a recall email that I should go there and take to the Apple people, and they would replace the battery because there is risk of fire. Yeah, I got an email of, you have a risk of fire in your MacBook. You should come here and change it. And that was last year, September. What can I say? And then I travel and I had to take it in with me. And then Corona happened. And I'm sure it's not going to take 2 days for them to do this. I'm pretty sure it's going to stay there forever. Okay, maybe not forever. So, yeah, I want to solve this as soon as possible, because now it's becoming just silly, because it's making noise and the battery is not charging. It's getting really, really hot. Before that was fine. It's funny now I know it's always bad's going to happen. And it's like, oh, shit. I need to, yeah. What else can I tell you? I'm very chill, because this week was very intense and it's was almost painful. So I'm trying to relax a little bit and put my ideas in place and come back to some normal. I'm also trying to record, get ready, some progress of an illustration that I'm doing right now, like trying to record all the step on the way, but it's not doing great. It's like I mean, the recording is great. The illustration is not going well. The record is fine. The computer knows that it's gonna be great. The illustration, though, not so good. It's like I don't know what color to use. That's the thing about old sketches. I sketched the scene 4 months ago or something. I really like it. I love this sketch, but it's been so long that I don't remember the colors that I wish I would. What I was thinking. What was that? Like, did I want to make this under the sea during the day? Yeah, did I want to make this under the sea very dark with some sparkling going on? I don't know. And then I watched Aquaman, and then Aquaman was so beautiful with the actor too. But I mean, the whole environment, it was like this dark with neon colors, and I like it so much. And I said, okay, I can do that. And then of course I couldn't. For some reason, this doesn't feel right because I have people. Let me see here. So this is my, how bad it is. It's already so like wet and looks like I hate it, but I really like it. So it's like, So I like it. I like the scene that have the girls and the boys. Like the boys are the superheroes and the girls are having a tea party. And I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, clearly one, the background being just a background, but then I have this whale going on. I don't know what's the whale job here. And is it too crowded? It's not too crowded. I don't know. So this is some ideas of composition. I also was taking a class about composition, so I started making this exercise. And then I felt like it was too crowded. I should have decided one on another, but I never decide one on another. I always make like very crowded scenes for my portfolio. And anyway, I hope I find the colors for this. And then I'm going to post the time lapses for this. It's took me 1 day to make the outline for this, and the second day to start coloring. I don't know how people do that, but I want to discover, and I'm trying to create a habit here. Like every day, every time I turn on my Illustrator, I can turn on the recording screen thing. So I always have something to share. And then that's mostly what I do for my patrons. I have to say that having a big moment, a pause now. I think I'm gonna. No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, the other thing. I need to change the name of this because vlog doesn't make sense. I look on YouTube and people make vlogs and they're this beautiful thing with all the additions and songs and the cats and the whole day, the whole time, and it's just me talking to you. It doesn't make sense. So I don't know, maybe I should say something like talk to me, monthly talk, monthly coffee, monthly something. Anyway, I have to change this. But I want to mention my Patreon is not an advertiser or anything. But the idea of if this is happening, if I'm talking to the camera, is because I decided to do this for Patreon because I imagined someone was giving me money and I thought like I should give something back. And I'm so glad I did it. Even though now, if you're watching this from another place, if you're not on my Patreon, you're gonna see it for free. You don't need to. You can, of course. We appreciate your contribution. But if there is something, most of people does the video thing on YouTube or anything, vlog it, whatever they do. And then after that, they create a Patreon for people to help them. I did the opposite. I created a Patreon and then I thought, everybody does a video. I'm going to do this. And then I decided to do the video. And then it turns out it was good for me because it was a safe place. I had like just a few patrons and I thought, they already give me money. I want to give them something back. And sounds, why not? They can see this. And I'm glad I did it because I feel like everything that I did with Patreon that I had no one before, I just start for nothing, just, okay, I will ask money for people even though I don't do anything, but I really, really need it. I need the money for making my personal work and flourish something, for instance, the shop, and to keep. I need people to cheer me up to continue doing what I want to do. That sounds wrong. I think it's the same feeling of you want to sing, but then if someone clap is so nice, it's like, oh yeah, I can sing again. I don't know, and I feel like it's that idea. It's not that I don't want to do any personal work or develop my style. It's easy when you have a safe environment to do. Because, I didn't start drawing since I was 5 years old. I started very late. I was already with 30. Let's skip 30. It was my birthday next week, so I'm 38 now. So keep more intact. I was 31 when I started drawing. So it is late, and then you feel like you're always late for everything. I'm late for this vlog thing. I'm late for doing YouTube things. I'm late for doing Patreon. I'm late for doing shop. And it's like, it's a playing catch up every day. Let me tell you. And now, like, all the kids are on TikTok, and I feel like, geez, kids, I barely can keep up what I'm doing right now. And so yeah, Patreon was a safe. I think I created a safe community, a very, very small one so far. You're welcome to join and be part of this tiny community. But it's have this person, and now I have a Discord thing. I'm late for that as well, but very few. So now I have a Discord, and I can actually share things daily with my studio. Like, oh, I just got to a studio. This is what I'm doing. This is a screenshot of my thing. And it's so nice. It's to actually have studio mates there. And it's beautiful. I like it a lot. It's making a lot of difference for me so far. It's making my life a little crazy. Because it's just added more things to my to-do list of my regular everything, like my part-time job and Airbnb and client work, and then the agent, and then Patreon, and then this. Like today is Saturday, and it's 3 o'clock, almost 4 o'clock, and I'm here at the studio recording this for reasons to share things. But feels great, feels right. Even if you hate it, that's fine. But that's an honest take. So yeah, it's a place to be safe. I feel like sometimes online we don't have a safe place to be as an artist. It's always like a big exposure, and you're always afraid of people judging you, or you're competing with who knows who. I don't know about you if you're an artist, but I am. And as an illustrator, it's like you open Instagram, it's just sometimes it's like, everybody's so amazing. Everything's so amazing. All the videos I see on YouTube about vlog, again, I can call this a vlog because reasons. People spend hours editing and stuff, and I just press the button here, blab about everything with my poorly Brazilian accent, with English words that's halfway there because I'm also now learning Danish, and then everything gets messed up a little bit. And then it's like, this is it. It's like homemade style thing. But it feels honest. I wish if you're watching and you feel like home, it's perfect. It's like, this is it. You get a coffee with me, and then we talk a little bit about the week and how's your life. I wish you could tell. Imaginary friends conversation. I'm a single child, so I'm used to talk alone and talk to myself. But it would be nice if you answer. I don't think it's a thing. So yeah, it's I want to thank my patrons. Maybe I should say that at the end of video. How do you think, patrons? It would be okay if I say your name at the end. Like, I would like to thank you. All my 6-7 patrons right now. One of them is my mom. So thank you, Mom. She doesn't know how Patreon works. She's having a hard time. And she put the wrong credit card, so she's officially not my patron. So, but I'm very happy with her small contribution that is non-existent, but it's there. It's like, it's very cute. We are working on solving that, but it's nice to imagine. I might do sometimes. I'm considering making in Portuguese something so she can understand, and some of my patrons that from Brazil, or they can have one that's from Portugal. so that they can understand as well. I don't know, it's going to be fun, but then it's an extra time, so I don't know how I'm going to do this. So yeah, I can thank so you guys, my patrons. Have a Camila, Ivan, Jung, Jakob, Mom. I have Elsa and Karen who recently joined in, so it's all welcome. And yeah, I'm gonna make this. I wish I know how to make like a text going on here with like a thank you and a bunny jumping. I keep dreaming that I will ever do this amazing features farm. Also, I feel like I should sit back because then you don't see a lot of my wrinkles and stuff. Okay, we are talking for 40 minutes. I'm getting so used to this. After a while, of course. My first 10 minutes is just a mess. But thank you for being here. Thank you if you're my patron. And if you watch this on YouTube, I'm happy you're here. And I hope I make more videos like this, honest, now from my studio time. Yeah. I want to make a video of me introducing myself, so because I stopped saying, hi, I'm Malu, and come this and that. Mm-hmm. And then eventually be like this kind of people that I said, oh, you can click here and see the video where, I talk about myself, who am I, and the things. It's been a challenge to discover how to record thing. The previous video I did on my MacBook. This one I'm doing from iMac. And I wish was a way that I could get comfortable with and the results, and I know what I'm doing. So far, I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know, the next 3 or 4 videos still is going to be me not knowing what to do, but still trying to share with you something. And I still like this shape of, I can just open the camera and talk. And sometimes show something around. Like now that's on the studio, it's easy to just grab a paper and I did this, and then I use that. And then, yeah, you got it. Hope you have a nice week, a nice month. It's springtime around here. And if you're at home and feeling overwhelmed about everything, I hear you. And I hope you take care of yourself and it's like, I wish some people I'm trying to understand how I can manage my intake, bad news intake, like how much I can handle of social media, bad news intake or something. But I think sometimes we have to do like, I used to read a lot, and sometimes when you're getting to some very difficult part of the book, it's like you feel like something bad's going to happen with your favorite character or something like that. You just stop it for a while and you feel like it's going to happen something. I'm not ready now. I'm going to read this later because, or the last episode of your series, I think we should know the time to stop, like turn off the phone or turn off the computer. And I'm going to wait until I get back, because just taking everything that's so important, like racism conversations and watching the protests and everything, so heavy, plus the whole corona and the deaths. I'm from Brazil. Brazil is not doing really well right now. So mix all this news. It's like, if you go nuts, you're also not doing anything productive with this news. So if you can just take these small doses and you can actually take some action, like, okay, this is a good thing. I can actually contribute to this. And if you're in a bad place, if you're helpless. And then it's like, I need help as well, even though it doesn't make sense, because it's like the things are really worse over there. So yeah, I think there was a moment that we could just put a bookmark, like a post-it and say, think about this later, come back to this later. Right now I need another thing. Without being so oblivious about everything, right? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. In 2 weeks, it's not that I'm going to forget completely what's going on, but I need to turn it off. I need to come back to Wonderland, to my La La Land, where I can actually create the cute animals doing everything nice and cozy and imaginary and perfect. Not perfect, but in a happy place. And to this to happen, I have to Right now I'm gonna turn off this computer, this video, and I'm going home and I'm going to do nothing. I'm planning to do a bird house with food for the birds, and I really want to work on that because it's what I need to do, even to help other, in my opinion, help other people to come back to dream and appreciate the little things. That's my thing. I want to make a video again, smiling and telling you that everything's fine, everybody's happy outside, and I have a bike, and it's windy and sunny, and I want to go to the beach, and I want to come back to the happy place where I can take your hand with me, and then we can go there for a while. So yeah, so next video it's going to be a little bit more positive, but I wish I decided to make this video telling a little bit of that, of yes, it does affect me, even though I don't show it or make the activist art and stuff. But I know what's happening and I know how important it is. And if someone needs to have the heavy conversation, I'm there. But most of the time, I will be the dream girl. I have this job of building the dreamland where people can escape for a second. And that's what I want to be. That's what I'm going to build up. So you'll be sure that next time I'm going to bring the dreamland with some reality boring things, which is just the boring things of that. Like, for instance, I'm trying to find an accountant. How fun is that? Accountant, huh? Who don't want an accountant? Accountant and making some documents, and my mom's calling. Oh yeah. That's it for now. So take care of your health, mind, mostly mind, and especially mind. Your thoughts and everything. One thing that I miss the most is hugging people, so I hope you can feel like this big hug, because it's gonna take a while, even here from the future. We are outside, we're doing stuff, but hugs, still no. Have a great month. See you next video. Thanks for being here. And now I have to discover how to say bye. Yeah. Bye.